My lovers, Scorpio Nation, and their lovers, welcome to your December 2020 astrological sign update. Now, remember when you're reading, when you're watching, well, maybe you guys are reading, maybe there's a book that you're reading right now. It's very important to you. But when we do these tarot readings, you are the other reader. That's why I try to tell you what the different cards mean, because you are also extracting meaning and applying it to your own situation. Okay, I'm just giving you guys the broad themes, a general message, but to really drill down to the nitty-gritty, you are the one that has to do that interpretation. All right, so when you're watching these readings or you're reading these readings for love, right, you're not just going to watch your sun sign. You're going to watch your sun, your moon, your Venus, and your rising sign. And then you're going to watch your person's placements in these areas, because when it comes to soul connections, the energies can definitely be flipped or vice versa, or even kind of merged. Okay. I'm noticing now that a lot of readings that we do watch or we do, it's like you can't really tell what's your person's shit and what's yours. You know, it's kind of weird right now, right? So we're going to get a holistic view of your person. And of course, any title that you see that draws your attention, that's your guides, okay? You really have to log into your intuition when you're dealing with tarot readings, okay? It's intuitive reading, so you have to use your intuition as well. Alrighty. So we're going to get a holistic view of your person, and we're going to start with the higher self. What does their higher self want you to know right now? That's my divine counterparts in separation deck. We're going to look at their shadow self. What does their shadow self want you to know right now? Shadow self, what do you want us to know about Scorpio's person, their lover? And that's Mystic Moon's Twin Flame Shadows. And we're also going to ask, what are they healing right now? What's coming up for healing? To me, the shadow is like, what's holding them back. But this healing part is like, what are they actively dealing, like really processing, taking on board, actively healing. Whoa, bloody hell. And it's out of the park. Where did they go? Oh, okay. We're digging into someone who has addictions. Now it says drugs, okay? But we have to take addiction wider, okay? Because it's a general message. So it's any kind of addiction, anything that you're using as a crutch to get through life. They could even be addicted to you, right? Anything that you're using as a crutch to get through life. So whether that's sex, sometimes even your spirituality can be addiction, because you're disassociating from the 3D world. Okay, we are meant to be here. Okay, we are meant to be here interacting with the 3D world. That is how we're receiving our healing. Okay, that's how we're getting triggered. Okay, in order to heal, right? So we're meant to interact with the 3D world. We're not meant to use our spirituality to escape. All right. So whatever we're using to escape from our 3D reality, on a constant basis, and it's affecting your life, it's an addiction. Okay, could be shopping too. That's me. Could be anything. Binge watching tarot readings, right? We watch it like TV, right? As I remember my first year of this journey, my God, I did not watch any TV at all. I didn't even know what the hell was going on the news. But I don't watch news anymore now, for different reasons, because I don't want to take in all that negative energy. My mom is going to call me and tell me the important bits anyway, right? So I get to talk to her every day about that. My parents, they fill me in, and that's enough for me. They'll give me the highlights. So it's my time to bond. But otherwise, no, I don't watch it anymore. It's too much negativity. By the time you finish watching the news, you just absolutely discombobulated. All right, so we just asked, what are they experiencing right now in their twin flame soulmate journey. And that's my twin experience deck. And now we're going to get a message from their 3D self. What does the 3D self want you to know? All right, so Scorpio, let's get into this. All right, they're following their heart. All right, their higher self wants you to know. My goodness, there are little hiccups in the way, but they are following their heart. So I get in that there are a bit of obstacles going on here, but they are following their heart. They're logging into their intuition. 45 reduces to 9. So, you know, this is hermit energy. It's about self-discovery. It's about self-love, digging deep, going deep, and really discovering the hidden parts of yourself. And it is about intuition. All right, so that they are reconnecting with their higher self, their shadow self. They're feeling empty. Okay, they're feeling empty. They're going through a void period. So this is someone who's going through dark night. Okay, they're having a dark night of the soul, a void period. And you can probably watch the Libra reading because that came out. And what I was saying in the Libra reading is just as how the womb is dark and very quiet, so too are these void periods, but they're filled with potential. And when you finally burst out of the void, you've been reborn. And that's exactly what's happening with this person right now. So they're feeling kind of empty. I do think maybe you guys are not connected at this time, but they have to go through this in order to face their addictions, whatever it is, whatever they're using as a crutch. They have to face that, and they have to drill down to the reason why, because people just treat the addiction, but nobody recognizes the addiction, it looks like, as a symptom of that deeper issue. Okay, so maybe this person was just treating the addiction. They knew they had addiction, but why? I don't think they knew. So they're going through this void. All right, what are they experiencing right now? Their heart chakra is bursting open. They're having a heart chakra activation, heart being cracked open to receive more light at this time. And that's beautiful because the heart chakra is the gateway to the upper chakras. Okay, and they can only follow their heart if their heart is open, right? Okay, you have to be open to receive this guidance, this intuition, these downloads from the universe. So that's what's happening right now. 3D self, I want to reach out to you, but I don't know what to say at this time. So they're kind of a little scared. I know that I need to make things right because this separation is tearing me apart. So I think they're definitely being adversely affected by the fact that you guys are physically separated at this time. But at the same time, the fear of being rejected and not saying the right things is keeping this person in their lane. Keeping them in their lane. All right, so let's have a look. Oh God, what's that? So this is someone who wants to take action, because these are the two cards. So we have fire and earth coming through here. Okay, this is someone who wants to take action at this time. Now they are assessing the situation here and trying to figure out what is the best action to take. Remember, this person doesn't know what to say, okay? So they're trying to come up with a plan. And there you sitting pretty. You are dealing with your material world, bringing things to life. I always think she's the most empress of the queens. You're being abundant. You're nurturing, grounded. They see all of this and they're like, I want some of that. I want to be in this person's life. But what is the approach? That's what they're trying to figure out. And they're feeling so empty without you. Yeah, you looks like you lay a boundary here. And look, Libra coming through. So you could probably definitely watch a Libra reading, right? You lay a boundary. You spoke some kind of truth here, some shit, and you cut this person out. Yeah, because it looks like this person in a karmic situation. Yeah, and they're allowing people to transgress their boundaries. But you taught them what boundaries are all about, right? Okay, you freed yourself from that shit. So now they're left with a choice. They're left with a choice. I don't think they appreciated what you had to offer until it was gone. So we have this addiction that they're facing, okay? Because they were using you as a crutch, not to face their pain. Okay, and they could have had other addictions as well. This could even be a family pattern, an ancestral pattern of addiction that they might be transmuting from their family line. Okay, and it comes from codependency. So they're learning a lot of self-love. They're working actively on themselves with that Eight of Pentacles, and they're working on standing in their power and no longer giving their power away to whatever addiction this was. Okay, whether it's a person, a thing, they're actively working on that. Now they're having this heart chakra activation. Their heart is opening. Okay, any immature behavior from the past, any wounding, and now there are 2 cards of children in reverse. So that tells me that this person's heart was closed from childhood. There's something that happened there that made this person close their heart off. So they're dealing with that main issue right now. Okay, they're feeling a bit confused. Okay, but they're dealing with it, and them dealing with it is allowing them to close off a big karmic cycle in their life. All right. Right, they want to talk to you, but they're afraid, huh? They're afraid to reach out. But this separation is killing them. They're stuck on you, Chariot in reverse. They're stuck on you, Scorpio. They're trying to numb. It looks like they've put you in some kind of third party. They're trying to numb here, trying to pretend that they're all happy. Okay, they ain't talking, but what they really want is a reunion. But they're afraid of the battle. Because they feel like if they come back, you and them are going to clash. It's going to be a power struggle. One dropped. Yeah. It's going to be a power struggle. So that's why they're still here in this kind of defensive mode, still kind of being closed off. They think that if they come back, it's going to be a clash of the titans. All right. So let us go into the tarot. And we're going to look at their headspace, heart space for you, Scorpio. I'm going to be using the Arcanum Tarot, which was an early Christmas gift from Sandra C. So I'd like to thank her so much for that deck. Let's look at the head and heart space for you. What's turned over? Maybe that's... Oh, that's the Arcanum card. So this person not standing in their power yet. Alright, so when this person thinks about you and this connection, Scorpio, where is their head at? Mental energy. The Magician in reverse. They still want to control the situation by manipulation. Okay? We have Virgo, we have Gemini. Right, so we have a control freak coming through. We have 7 of Cups here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. They're a little confused. We have the Knight of Swords, Gemini. So they want to rush in with this truth, eh? But they're weighing their options. And they still want to wield some kind of control by manipulation. That's what I'm getting. 2 of Wands. Yeah, they're undecided. Right, so they want to rush in. This is their instinct. Because, listen, Gemini is an impulsive energy when it comes with their words, okay? This is an instinct. Their instinct is telling them, rush in with the truth. Come and tell this person how they feel. Okay, come and tell this person the truth about third parties, that kind of shit. Okay, but they don't know what to do. They don't know what is the best approach. Okay, so they do nothing. All right, and it's delaying this new beginning that's waiting for you guys to happen. They're still not standing in their power. They're just standing there at this crossroads. Why? Yeah, they need to free themselves from some kind of ancestral patterning. Okay, an ancestral patterning of allowing people to come in between them and love, having third parties, distracting themselves with other people. Okay, that is their shadow. That's their shadow. So they have to break out of this. For some of you, this person might have some kind of sex addiction, or they use people others as buffers in relationships. So they never have one person going on. They always have a buffer, okay? Because they don't want to get too close to anyone, all right? So this is the ancestral pattern. This is something that they were modeled, and they have to break out of this, okay? Their heart space energy for you. We got the 10 of Cups. Look at that. So heart and head are not in alignment at all at this time. Head is very unstable. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the 9 of Wands. This heart knows, and it's good because they're gonna follow their heart, aren't they? Right? So it's good. Eventually they're gonna get there, but right now there's a battle that rages inside this person. Okay, Justice. The heart knows what to do. Libra energy. And then we have this Queen of Wands in reverse. All right. So what I'm getting here, this person knows that you're it. That 10 of Cups, total happiness. They see us so powerful, standing in your power. They see us so fair, so just. And you're balanced. But at the same time, look, there's a karmic here. All right. Now, in my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies. And the Queen of Wands in reverse is the control freak. Now, it could be your person embodying that energy of being the control freak. Now, this is also someone who does not honor their sexuality. So it might be all over the place, or they're using sex as control. This is also someone who is physically abusive and financially abusive, okay? So they could be dealing with this character, or this could be the energy that they're in right now, okay? But what I'm seeing here, there's a desire in their heart to balance things off with you. And you can watch a Libra reading where they wanting to work things out, okay? But I'm getting they either have a third party, or they're still in this distorted energy where they feel they need to control the situation, all right? How are you blocking this connection, Scorpio? Because I used to ask what's blocking this connection, but we're going to focus on our circle of control. So how are you blocking this connection, Scorpio? You're not seeing things properly. You see how that went murky? You're not seeing things straight. All right, let's see. I'm still going to pull a card for that, not seeing things straight, right? So you're seeing some kind of distorted view. All right, how are you blocking the connection? We have the King of Pentacles. All right, well, you're focused on your material world, so whatever the fuck this person's doing, you're like whatever right now, right? You're focused on the material world, and you may not be dealing with some of your internal issues, or you may not be turning your attention to healing the situation. You're like, your heart might be closed off. Look, there's this big pentacle in front of your heart there. You're like, you might have trust issues too, right? But you're kind of blocked off at this time. How are you blocking this connection? We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There is, some of you might be going through a breakup, because this is my breakup and divorce card. But this is also my dysfunctional family card. So it tells me that there's a dysfunctional family pattern that's going on here. So I'm going to pull cards to find out exactly what is this dysfunctional family pattern that you need to process, okay? How are you blocking this connection? We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Spirit is asking you to be vulnerable and to release the things that don't serve you, but you're still holding on. You're still holding on to something. Whether it's past pain or hurt, you're still holding on. Spirit wants you to release it, but you're holding on to something. I'll pull cards on that for you. Yes, some kind of woundedness. We have the 4 of Swords reversed. Now, this could be a card of taking action, but that's not what I'm getting with this lineup. There is something ancestral that you are still holding on to that Spirit wants you to release in order for this connection to come in. So let's go into the healing cards and let's find out what the hell that is. All right. Spirit, tell us, what is this ancestral pattern that Scorpio whoever's watching, needs to release? And you are also vibrating in addictions. And you see what I was telling you about, it comes from your parents or guardians. It's an ancestral pattern, whatever it is. Okay? So just as your person has addictions, Spirit is also asking you to work on your addictions. So there's something that you are using as a crutch to get through life. There's some kind of escapism that you are doing, and you learn this from your parents, your guardians, your family line. It's in your family line. Yeah, there's some kind of narcissistic family message coming through too. Let's get 3 more cards. But it's an addiction, okay? Now, for some of you, it is some sort of mental health issue, okay? Whatever it means, that's so broad. And the others, there's something here about cyberbullying. Now, it could be cyberbullying or the legacies of cyberbullying, being belittled, feeling empty, not trusting people, whatever the fallout is from cyberbullying. But it could be just a fallout from bullying, right? And what bullying does, it disempowers us. It makes us feel small. It erodes our self-esteem. I mean, you can read up on it. But there's something about a legacy of bullying, whether it comes from being bullied by your family or friends or being bullied in school. There's something from that fallout that is still affecting you, and it's still affecting your relationships, right? So you have to be objective and see which one pertains to you, and it might be all. But you're definitely mirroring your person right now, okay? But this is an ancestral issue, they're saying. All right, it's an ancestral pattern, whatever that escapism is. All right? For some of you, it's the escapism through the material. You drown yourself in your work. All right, so based on what we're seeing here, what can we expect will be this person's actions towards you? Within a month of you watching this reading. We have the Page of Cups in reverse, Pisces. We have the Fool in reverse, Aries. We have the Moon in reverse, Cancer, Pisces. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is very much like a lot of the other readings, where it starts with this person being resistant. They ain't saying shit. They ain't allowing the love to flow. They ain't listening to their intuition. But then it looks like something intervenes. There's an intervention here by faith. It could be an intervention. Oh, Spirit saying the Moon. So look for some kind of drama to happen could be around the solstice, 21st of December. 21st of December, or even in the new moon and Gemini energies, because that's supposed to end a lot of karmic cycles. But there's something here about the moon that's going to shift this. And then this person starts coming in with a solid offer. Look, Virgo here. Okay. So it starts with this person being resistant and like, fuck everybody. And then something shifts. All right. So based on these cards, what is the advice for you, Scorpio, or whoever is watching? What's the advice? We have liberation. You got to free yourself. Breaking free from a negative attachment. So it could definitely be that right now you might need to just distance yourself. But it looks like you've done it already though, from this person. But not only that, this also talks about the addictions that we tapped into, okay? So there's some kind of negative pattern, negative energy that you need to liberate or free yourself from. For some of you, it could be entities. I don't have any spirit release spots for December. Okay, but you can probably book for January. Okay, but there's some kind of negative attachment that's here. Okay, and you need to call in on the energy of the Holy Spirit, whatever you identify as source, to help release you from that. Okay, it could be just the addictions that we picked up on. We have 25, so that's the intervention of spirit. That's 7. All right, so let's see liberation. Who had this? Aries. Aries had this, Taurus had this, and Taurus is the opposite polarity, so it's always good sense to check that out, okay? So it says, whether you realize it or not, you have become too emotionally attached to or dependent on something or someone, which is the epitome of addiction, right? Or you've allowed or inadvertently caused someone to get too emotionally attached to you. What at first seemed like a healthy relationship or interest now seems to be taking over your life or is creating too much codependence. A situation that initially seemed like a positive has now revealed its negative side. This is in effect like a form of addiction. What I just said that. You are advised to examine this issue and then create some space between you. For your sake and for the sake of others, you must do whatever it takes to break free from this negative emotional attachment. Initially, this may cause some resentment and even a sense of panic, but the end result will be worth it. When you manage to emotionally detach yourself from this issue, you will have learned a valuable lesson, and this will serve you well in the future. And the affirmation here is, I release myself from all negative attachment. I trust that this is for my highest good. I trust that this is for the highest good of all. I help others most by not allowing myself or them to be codependent. I look at every situation in a balanced way. Okay? So, my love, that was your reading. I really hope that it helped you. Shed some light on you and your person. Pave the way forward as to what needs to heal next. What's the next step? And grateful for your like, share, subscribes, comments. They all help the channel grow. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.